Hello my friends, 3KO Games here, back with another Empires and Puzzles Hero Review. Challenge Festival 2 is back. We have some people from the Bard family, and we've got costumes from the Starfall family. Let's go in and take a look at this brand new hero first. Here she is playing the violin. According to this picture, she's playing it left-handed. Very interesting. According to this one, she's playing it one-handed, so that's also impressive. No hand on the bow. That left-hand technique is a little squashed. I don't know. You're not going to really get finger dexterity there with that left hand palm up so high next to the fingerboard. All right. Spoken like a true music teacher. This is Merith. 1226 team power on this 5-star green wizard, so she gets a chance to not bypass, but get that jinx thing going on. If the enemies have buffs, does a little bit of extra damage. So pretty nice. She is pretty even on stats. 1238 attack, 1264 defense, and 2245 on health. If you double Limit Breaker, she gets a dodge ether talent, which is okay. Just a 20% chance, I believe. Yeah. And then her stats obviously go up. Bard family bonus is not the quick tempo ballad and dance. So you can't use her against sludges, etc., and have their dances only last one turn. Instead, we get the 5% mana generation, which is good. For anybody on the team who is a solo member, not a bunch of people from the same family, but every solo member on the team gets a 5% mana generation bonus. That's great. And then, okay, this is the one that's not the quick tempo ballad or dance. But we get the revival chance reduction. Chance of revival is reduced for all enemies in the battle. Chance is 20% of the original value. Important to note, Sable is not affected by this. The wording in Sable's revive thing is slightly different, so Sable's still going to revive. But Astrid, Chitrangada, some of the other powerful revivers will be reduced to only a 20% chance of what they originally have. So that's good. All right, let's take a look at this special skill, Petrifying Performance. Yes, it's petrifying because she's only playing one-handed. She's got like cool leather pants and her snakes in her hair. I'm petrified. Fast speed special, very nice. Reduces max health of the target and nearby enemies by 1,000. The effect is stronger against targets with boosted health. That's a huge number. So with boosted health, an additional 1,000, but max health can't get lower than 30% of the original max health. I used to see that line, that it can't get lower than 30%, and thought it was just kind of a joke. Like, you're not really going to get that low unless the battle goes on for a long time. But check this out. I mean, this is a brand new double limit broken hero at 3023 health, right? If you have just a little bit of boosted health on her, one attack from Merith is going to reduce by 2,000 to get almost to 30% of that original max health. That could happen really fast on these enemies. So that's very impressive about Merith. We're going to get them down to next to nothing. Bring them in against any boosted health type healer, and punish them. I like that. After one turn, the target and nearby enemies get paralyzed for 2 turns. I like the paralysis thing. Some important things to note. If you have status ailment immunity, that paralysis won't work. And monks and clerics can resist it just because of their class. But if they are paralyzed, so after that one turn, they can't attack or gain mana and receive 50% increased damage. And that's not like you get hit once and then you wake up like asleep. It's just like, no, you get additional damage and you stay asleep. So that's the difference of paralysis here. Finally, dispels buffs from the target and nearby enemies. This is in the wrong order, friends. Because of what I just said, the paralysis won't stick if you have ailment immunity. It takes one turn to take place, but the actual ailment is cast on the very first turn. You will see that that symbol on the character right when she casts the ailment. So unfortunately, it won't dispel a status ailment immunity and then trigger the paralysis. The ailment won't take if you already have status ailment immunity. So there's a downside to this. If that dispels buffs was one bullet point higher, she'd be much, much stronger. I'll include a little video here of Charmaine, who I have as a paralysis hero, and watch her up against some status ailment immunity heroes, and you'll see it just doesn't stick. It's not like it sits there and then waits for the next turn to see if it works or not. It just doesn't work from the very start. So when Charmaine fires her special, we get the squiggly lines with the red hourglass, meaning on the next turn it's actually going to take place, and you can see that happening now. But let's take a look at it when we have ailment immunity. You'll see here when she hits, it just says resist. The squiggly lines, the hourglass, nothing shows up. Hope that makes sense. Alright, well that's Merith. What do I think? I think on offense she'll be a lot of fun, reducing that max health. This passive is lovely, especially with all of the meta revivers. And the mana generation thing is really good. So, if you pull her, many congratulations to you. I think she could be handy. I don't think she's great on defense. But, brand new stats, brand new hero. Will be a lot of fun. I've got a lot of green luck lately, so I think I'm going to probably not pull in this event where we're featuring 2 green heroes, and some of the other strong heroes in this event summon are like Toxicandra and other people who are strong greens. They would be in quite a line. Let's look at these 2 new costumes. Director Zuri first. Great hero, great healer from the Starfall family. She was somebody I really wanted and never got. The original was 65% health for the ally with the lowest remaining HP. That's great. And all other allies recover 42% health. That has gone up to 45% health for all other allies, so that's nice. And then also summons a minion for every ally. 15% HP and 22% attack originally. Now it's 20% HP and 30% attack. So, okay, that's a nice boost. Cleanses status ailments from all allies. That's the same. Alright, so on the original side of the card, we are a sorcerer, so we get that chance to delay drop mana generation of the target by 50% for 2 turns. So that's that. Now we are a cleric, so we get a chance to have mana shield and avoid negative mana effects, which is really, really helpful, especially for a healer. So that is a definitely a tick in the right box to quote McNulty on that one. What else here? We get a huge costume bonus, 60, 60, 62, and 5%. 5% mana bonus, of course, very, very important. The Starfall family bonus is a chance to cleanse the hero's most recent cleansable status ailments at the end of each turn. 50, 75, or 100% chance with 1, 2, or 3 heroes. So that's every turn. And that's just to her. And then when she fires her special, she will cleanse status ailments from all allies. So what we're adding here is a copy ailment on cleanse with the costume side. When a status ailment is cleansed from this hero, a new copy of the cleansed ailment is applied on a random enemy. So you bring her in against a team of heroes that has a lot of ailments, she's going to have a 50% chance every turn to cleanse herself and then give that ailment to the enemy. And then every time she fires, she will cleanse all ailments from everybody, and then another chance to apply one of those ailments, the one that was on her, to one of the enemies. Of course, if it were cleansed from any of the allies, that would be huge. I think that would make her a little bit too powerful. I mean, it would still be nice. There are certainly heroes that are at least that powerful. But this is not bad. The cleanse and copy from just her is kind of okay. Plus, she's got a defense up ether talent if you double limit break her now on the cleric side rather than a special armor, which is also okay. I think defense up in general is better. So that's Director Zuri. Obviously, especially if you did have her and it's just leveling up the costume, I think it's worth it. Otherwise, maybe you have a bunch of other yellow healers in the game. Just based on stats, you know, she's probably worth it. We're looking at 1223 team power and sitting very nicely in the defense and health here. Finally, we have a costume for Eiora and Fluffy. I pulled Eiora and Fluffy way late in the game, way after she was, or they were, I should say, irrelevant. So now are they relevant again? Let's see, 1220 team power, sitting even a little bit more into the defense and health here. Defense up, ether talent. It was an attack up. Interesting. Is now a sorcerer, so a chance to get the delay, drop mana generation on the target. Was a barbarian. So is it a fighter attacking hero, or is it a defending support hero? I don't know. The original, in perfect teamwork, destroyed all minions from the target and damaged mega minions. This is the same. Deals 600% damage to the target. 640% to the target. Okay, that's nice. And then reduces max health of all enemies who own minions by 404. Effect is stronger against targets with boosted health. Reduces max health of all enemies by 850. Not just enemies with minions, but the whole team, 850. And stronger against targets with boosted health. Alright, so this is an appropriate boost for a costume. I don't love the sorcerer class and the defense up for her, because I kind of want her to maybe hit harder. Like the attack up would be kind of nice here. But oh well. Other than that, automatic reduced max health of all enemies, not just the ones with minions, make her much, much stronger. If you ever leveled up, definitely, if you are lucky enough to pull this hero, go ahead and level up that costume. If you have never leveled her up now, I mean, for me, I've got a little line of greens right now, and it'll depend on when I get enough tonics and that kind of stuff. Copy ailment on cleanse, same thing here. So you get a 50% chance to cleanse each turn, and if that happens, it will be copied and applied to a random enemy. So that's pretty nice. Eiora and Fluffy. These are the new heroes. Merith, not a game changer, but could be fun to use with that max health reduction and the paralysis on an offensive team, I think. Zuri, if you have lots of yellow healers, maybe not, but she'll be pretty good. 65% health for one is definitely huge. And the cleanse on every turn plus on the firing could be nice. And finally, Eiora and Fluffy, actually a much better costume bonus with what's happening here in the special skill. Her original special skill, just plus her stats, just were not good at all. But this is pretty usable, I think. None of these are game changers. I don't think the costume in the Starfall family thus far are very good. But they're not horrible. I would not feel bad about pulling them. Congratulations if you do. Let me know what you think down below. And congratulations if you get the hero of your dreams. No pulls for me right now. I'm going to hold on and see. Maybe I can bank up some more pulls and do a larger summon video when we have some really highly sought after heroes that are featured in this event. So that's it for me, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.